Okay, welcome back for today's session, dear students. First of all, I think yesterday you did not get a good quality video, so I regret for that. So onwards today you will be finding the video quality is fine. I hope so. So today I will start with the new topic, that is your coordinate geometry, third chapter after the polynomials. So general instructions I will be sharing with you today so that you can start with your exercise problem. Now when you are speaking about this coordinate geometry, the word coordinate. So what you have to think first. This co-word, co means co, as you are studying in a co-educational institute, means two at a time. When you are speaking, two at a time, boys as well as girls, two at a time. So I will take you back to your number line. If you remember, when it was introduced, you started somewhere with this, and towards the right all the positives were there, and towards the left all negatives were there, and you have done a lot of work about this. That is the number line. So horizontally maximum time it was drawn. Some exceptional cases also you did in those classes, like about the temperature, then it was drawn vertically to measure the temperature, positive upwards and negative downwards. Or depth also you just can understand that the units I am marking in negative, but absolute value will always be taken in positive. Depth cannot be measured in negative signs. But towards zero, freezing point and boiling point, suppose I am speaking from the thermometer point of view. So up above zero positive and below zero negative. So here when we are drawing it horizontally, then to the right positive and to the left negative. Now in class you did graphs. I have joined both horizontal as well as vertical. Then what happened? Now this is zero here. So now these were called lines of axis. Vertical was y-axis and horizontal was x-axis. So that is the origin of your coordinate geometry. I hope you did in class 8 also this part. So means that co-word, I am just deriving the meaning of this coordinate geometry, means you have to speak about two things at a time, that is your x as well as y. So that's why this is called coordinate geometry, and it was introduced René Descartes. So some history is also given in your book about René Descartes, you can read. Now what is the objective of studying this? What is the objective of studying this coordinate geometry? Means we will be able to locate the position of any object uniquely in this universe. This is the main objective of studying this coordinate geometry. This is also called analytic geometry. Another name you can give to this topic is analytic geometry. So what happens when you are speaking about the objective and the meaning? You need to combine the two. Like I said, when it is coordinate, so two chords at a time. First is always x and second is always y. In order you have to work out. As I said, we will be able to locate the position of any object uniquely in this universe. That is mathematically. Generally what happens? Suppose I am asking anybody ki this book I have kept here on this table, and I will ask anybody where this book is lying. So most of the answers I will be getting the book is lying on the table or book is lying to the right edge of this table or nearer to this corner or that corner. So number of answers as per their observations. So most of the times we are getting the correct answers. But mathematically, if I want to answer or I want to locate the position of this book exactly on this table, so for that we are using this, that is called your coordinate geometry. Now, as I said, the co means two at a time, so that is x and y. So what you have to do here means as soon as you have drawn the lines of axis, this plane is divided into four quadrants. That is the first, second, third, and your fourth. These are called the quadrants. Q, U, A, D, R, A, and T, S. Quadrants. Vertical is your y, and horizontal is your x. Point of intersection is called the origin. So from here you have to start. When you are moving this side, this is called abscissa. A, B, C, I, double S, A, abscissa. This is a Latin word. What does it mean? Distance along x-axis. And its ordinate. O, R, D, I, N, A, T, E. Abscissa and its ordinate at a time. First you have to locate on the x-axis, then from that point you have to move towards the y-axis. So then ordinate is the distance along the y-axis. Both are the Latin words, abscissa and ordinate. So abscissa is the distance along the x-axis and ordinate is same distance from that point we have to move towards the y-axis. That is called ordinate. So both at a time, that is why this is called coordinate. Now, as soon as you have drawn these quadrants, I said these four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what happens? You see, when you are moving, suppose the number line was to the right, positive, and upwards, positive. So both chords in first quadrant will be consisting of the positive sign. Plus plus. X will also be plus and y also will be plus. If you move to the second quadrant, you are moving from origin to the left side. So your x, that is the distance along x-axis, will always be consisting of minus sign. And y is above, so that will always be positive. So minus and plus. I hope that is clear. And when you are coming to the third quadrant, again you are moving towards the left of this origin. So your x on the x-axis, this is always minus, and downwards you are moving towards the y-axis. So both will be minus, minus and minus. X will also be minus and y also will be minus. When you come to the fourth quadrant, you are moving towards the right, so your x will always be plus, and you are moving downwards, so your y will always be minus. So this is the key idea I am sharing with you. In first quadrant, both x and y are positive. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. And in third quadrant, both x and y are negative. And in fourth quadrant, x is always positive and y is negative. So technically you all know why these are positive and why these are negative. Mainly we are using or following the rules which we followed during the questions we did from the number line point of view. So this is divided into four quadrants, and in four quadrants the position of x and y chords are this, and at origin both will be 0, 0. X is 0 and y is 0 because this is the starting point. From here I have to start measuring the distance either along the x-axis or along the y-axis. Towards the right, towards the left, towards the left, or towards the downwards. So that's why this is your origin. Now, what are the possibilities? What are the possibilities to answer the question in coordinate? As I said, after doing this chapter, we will be able to locate the position of the object. Now, it is very clear from our syllabus point of view. You see how many possibilities are there to answer my question. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. My object can be there in 4 quadrants. So out of 4, if both are positive, I will say in plus. That is in first quadrant. If x is positive like 2 and minus 3, so immediately I will say that is lying in the fourth quadrant. If it is minus 2 and minus 3, I will say it is in the third quadrant. If it is -1 and 2, so I will say in the second quadrant. Beyond this, two more possibilities are there. That is, suppose the object is lying here, that is on the x-axis, or the object is lying here, that is on the y-axis. So 4 are the possibilities of 4 quadrants, and 5th and 6th is the possibility either on the x-axis or on the y-axis. So identification marks, as I found for 4 quadrants along there with respect to their signs. So here also, when your x is given and y chord is 0, so that set of the chords will always be lying on the x-axis. When your y chord is 0, that particular, suppose you are saying 3 0, so 1 2 3, so this is 3, so 3 and 0. Why? Because y is 0, so this set of chords will always be lying on the x-axis. And here suppose it is 1 2 and 3, so this is 0 and 3. When your x is 0, so then that chord of set will always be lying on the y-axis. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. 6 possibilities are there to locate the chord, a set of chord in this plane according to my syllabus. You can answer, and that is the purpose only. And I hope if you go through the statement of the questions, what is the ordered pair, what is coordinate geometry, and this is the Cartesian plane. Once you have drawn the lines of axis, these are horizontal is the x-axis, vertical is the y-axis, and ultimately these are called the lines of axis. And what are the quadrants that I have explained to you? Then their positions also I have explained to you. How to plot, that you know very well. You did an introduction to graph in class 8 also. So I hope will be a great help for you as the instructions I shared with you, and you can start with your first exercise. I'll come back to you with few more interesting facts about the coordinate geometry, and the solution we will be sharing tomorrow. So till then, on behalf of this discussion, you please keep on trying your exercise problems. Thank you.